Hello, everyone. My name is Ekaterina Bragina, but everyone knows me as Katya. I'm from Russia, and I'm from FIFA Masters 19th edition. Currently, I work as a football projects coordinator in Eurovision Services.
Hello, everyone. My name is Solomon Mudege. I'm Zimbabwean, and I'm from the 10th edition of the FIFA Master. Currently, I work within the FIFA Member Associations division, where I'm in charge of development programs in the African region.
Oh, well, that was a fantastic story, actually. There was a time for New Year resolutions. I was sitting literally in the middle of nowhere, which was supposed to become later the IBC of the Russian World Cup. So it was December 17th. And then I received an email with a short description of the program. And I swear I was never, ever thinking about taking a secondary education program before. And then I was just thinking, wow, this is maybe the time when you need to make the plans for the next year. What shall I do next after the World Cup? And then I just decided to apply. And here we go. I graduated 1 year ago. And maybe I still believe this was one of the best New Year resolutions ever in my life.
Myself is a bit different because I did the CIS executive programs or the sports management programs that they do all over the world. So I did the one in South Africa, and there's a desire to know more and to learn more about what the trends are within the world stage, and the FIFA Masters seem to be the best place to know about that. So after graduating in South Africa, I was lucky enough to be accepted for the FIFA Master 10th edition.
It was just an awesome opportunity, not only to know more about sports, but reconsider your own interests and your own potential, maybe, and your own needs, and that broaden your horizon. And I think it's just too much to explain, seriously. But if we're talking about the professional output, maybe the opportunity to switch from Russian market to international market is one of the main outputs.
For myself, I was lucky enough to get an internship at FIFA, thanks to the FIFA Master. So I came in and started working on FIFA in 4 different divisions. And I guess I liked them and they liked me. And I got to stay at FIFA. So I think it was a good match in terms of the next step of my career. And I interact with FIFA Master people every day that I'm doing my current job. So it's a constant reminder of where I've been and what the FIFA Master continues to do today.
I would just simply say maybe the life-changing year. Mm-hmm. That would be my description.
Life-changing year. All right, that's quite good.
Yes.
That's quite good.
And yours?
Inspiring, relevant knowledge. And I think that describes how the whole experience was for me. I think, to be brief, it was how to integrate my life events and the things that I was trying to do with my life into the FIFA Master program and what I was expected to do. You apply, obviously you expect or you hope that you'll be accepted, but obviously you're planning other things on the other side. So my biggest challenge was that I was trying to prepare for a wedding when I was in Leicester and my wife was in South Africa. So I only arrived for my own wedding 5 days after the Leicester module closed.
Are you still married? I'm sorry.
I am still married. I am still married because I managed it well. My wife, once we were married, after Leicester, she came and she joined me for the whole New Chatal module, which was actually quite good.
It's, a very interesting moment when basically everything you had in your life before, you need to start from scratch. Because of course you still have some connections, but all of them are back home maybe. And then you need to reassess your experience and to stay at the same time open-minded and ready to change and ready to know new things and to agree with opinions maybe you never considered before in your life. And at the same time, stick to your values, stick to what is really important to you. And, finding this balance was quite challenging for me.
Not an official field visit, but we went to watch a football match at the San Siro. And the next week, we also had a visit by one of the Inter Milan football executives. And that was something, the way she described how they manage the San Siro and how they have to share it with AC Milan, it was completely against what I thought was the situation. Where we were and what I studied before actually had this example of the ground sharing as something that is advantageous for both. And now I'm now listening to somebody say, no, we actually don't like the ground sharing and we were trying to do our own thing. So in terms of, wow, this is something that I believed. And now I'm talking to somebody who's working in that environment and they've got a completely different view, and they have to live with this situation that I learned about.
Was your first field visit to Wimbledon as well? Back to
Yes, that is very traditional, I'm sure.
But I was just thinking, how because it was the first field visit, how it changes your perception, because you're suddenly, even though you hadn't experienced in sports events before, you suddenly find yourself in the iconic venue out of the season when there's no one there, and you have a special treatment because you have a tour and then a presentation, right? And then all these things. And maybe talking about the field visits, that one, then the visit to Sky in Italy was absolutely great. Yes. And if I pick up one from Neustadt model, it would be definitely FIFA. Because I'm not just saying this because you work in FIFA, right?
Thank you.
But you know that before the World Cup, and then you leave the whole year always mentioning FIFA, and then you're like, what FIFA would say? What do they want? How we'll do that? And then when you actually arrive for the first time in your life in the home of football, this is absolutely incredible. It's fantastic to have the community, actually. And I'm very proud we have very strong bonds, not only within our edition, but within all the editions. And even though we are very much spread all over the world, I would say, it's just fantastic to know we are everywhere. And it's just, I don't know, I cannot describe it. It's just the sense of belonging is absolutely great.
The FIFA Master is ever present in my work and my personal life here in Switzerland. I've benefited greatly by the connections that we have, and not just in my edition, but across different editions. I think as we grow and our network grows, I think there'll be even more benefits that we can get, and what we can do and how we can influence the sports world will be something that I'm looking forward to as well. So the community has been very valuable to me. Even now, I'm part of the mentorship program, and I'm concerned about my mentee getting a job. So it's something that I live with, and I appreciate it. I recognize the concerns that I had when I just graduated, and I'm sort of willing to help those who are in a similar situation now, and those who are more experienced and have seen.
What advice would you give to the future students of the course?
I guess for the future students, I would say enjoy the year. It's a unique opportunity which you'll never get in any other sports academic program. The FIFA Master is definitely something special. So enjoy the year. Link up with your classmates. Take an interest in what they're doing, because those bonds and those connections are things that last a lifetime. I'm still talking to guys that I studied with in the 10th edition, and now we're about to go into the 21st edition. So enjoy the year, take an interest in those around you, and whatever you learn, look for a practical opportunity to apply what you learn.
Be curious about what you learn. Be curious about other people. Absolutely support what you just said about finding the connection with different people, with your classmates, first of all, with your professors, with your mentors, just all around the sports environment. And then focus on what's interesting for you. And if you didn't find what is interesting for you yet, you will find it, because sport is it's a whole world. If you're interested in integrity, technologies, equality, whatever you can be interested in let me say, outside sport life, you can find it in sport. So just find what you're interested in and be curious for other things to find even more.
Katja, thank you for the call. It really was great to catch up. and to talk to you and to see what progress you've made since that graduation. And I look forward to seeing you around these parts of Switzerland and also at the gathering in the future.
Thank you, Solomon. I really hope so much we can meet soon, because I really hope that all these times will be over one day. And it was really fantastic to talk to you. Thank you very much for the call.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.